Once, in a beautiful land of Elysium, there lived a young and mischievous boy named Cupid. With his curly blonde hair, bright blue eyes, and a quiver full of magical arrows, Cupid was no ordinary child. He was the son of Venus, the goddess of love, and his job was to make people fall in love. Cupid had a special bow and arrows. When he shot someone with an arrow, they fall in love with the first person they saw. But there was one arrow that Cupid loved the most, the golden arrow. This arrow had the power to create the purest and strongest love of all. It was said that whoever was struck by the golden arrow would find their true soulmate. One morning, Cupid woke up with a twinkle in his eyes. He felt it was the perfect day for a new adventure. He grabbed his quiver, slung his bow over his shoulder, and set off flying through the fluffy white clouds. As he flew, he spotted a small village below and decided to see if anyone needed his help. Landing softly in the village square, Cupid saw a young girl named Lily sitting alone on a bench. She looked sad, staring at a flower she held in her hand. Cupid approached her. "Hello, why do you look so sad?" Cupid asked gently. Lily looked up, surprised to see a boy with wings. "Oh, hello. I'm sad because my best friend Jack doesn't want to play with me anymore. He seems to like spending time with other kids instead." Cupid thought for a moment. He knew he could help Lily, but he wanted to make sure he used the right arrow. He decided to talk to Jack first. He flew over to where Jack was playing with some other children. "Hi, Jack. Can I talk to you for a moment?" Cupid called out. Jack looked up, confused but curious. "Sure, what's up?" Cupid sat down beside him and asked, "Why don't you play with Lily anymore? She seems really sad." Jack sighed and said, "I don't know. I like Lily, but sometimes I feel like I want to be friends with everyone, not just her." Cupid understood now. He realized that Jack needed to learn the importance of true friendship. Cupid took out one of his regular arrows and, with a swift movement, shot it gently into Jack's heart. Immediately, Jack felt a warm spread through him, and he remembered all the fun times he had with Lily. "I need to go find Lily," Jack said, standing up. "Thanks for the talk." Cupid smiled and watched as Jack ran back to the village square. He decided to follow him just to see how things turned out. When Jack reached the square, he saw Lily still sitting on the bench. "Lily, I'm sorry I've been ignoring you," Jack said, catching his breath. "I realize that you are my best friend and I don't want to lose that." Lily's face lit up with a smile. "I missed you, Jack. Let's play together again." Cupid felt happy seeing the two friends reunited. He was about to fly away when he heard a commotion nearby. An elderly couple, Mr. and Mrs. Thompson, were arguing loudly. "You are always so stubborn, Henry," Mrs. Thompson yelled. "You never listen to me. And you are always nagging Emily," Mr. Thompson shouted back. "I can't do anything right, can I?" Cupid knew this was a job for the golden arrow. He took it out of his quiver, aimed carefully, and shot it between the couple. The arrow split into two beams of light, striking both Mr. and Mrs. Thompson in the heart. Suddenly, they stopped arguing and looked at each other with new eyes. "I'm sorry, Emily," Mr. Thompson said softly. "I should listen to you more." "And I'm sorry, Henry," Mrs. Thompson replied. "I should be more patient with you." They embraced, and Cupid felt a warm glow in his heart. He knew the power of the golden arrow had worked its magic. As the day turned to evening, Cupid decided it was time to return home. But as he flew back through the clouds, he thought about the people he had helped today. He realized that love wasn't just about making people fall in love romantically. It was also about friendship, understanding, and forgiveness. When Cupid reached home, his mother, Venus, was waiting for him. "How was your day, my dear?" she asked. "It was wonderful, mother," Cupid replied. "I helped the girl find her best friend again, and I reminded an old couple of their love for each other." Venus smiled proudly. "You've done well, Cupid. Remember, love is the most powerful force in the world. Use your arrows wisely." Cupid nodded, feeling a sense of accomplishment. He put away his bow and arrows and went to bed, dreaming of his next adventure. The moral of today's story is that love comes in many forms. It can be the bond between friends, understanding between family members, or the deep connection between soulmates. And sometimes all it takes is a little reminder to appreciate the love we have in our lives.